All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakach Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and the bishops of the great millstone and teach God and root well. And greetings, salutations, blessings, and much love unto you, hopeful elect out there. Shalom. You men and women out there who have changed your life towards righteousness that you may earn salvation or be given salvation, should I say, in these evil days. All right. In particular, this it should be a quick lesson, and it's about you sisters, man. You know, it's about women in general, but particularly in a roundabout way. It's almost a praise to you believing sisters out there. All right, it's an honor unto you that you've come to this thing in the time that you have come to it. Okay, because to make this the point of this video, right now you guys have got, matter of fact, I gotta start somewhere before that, Genesis the 3rd chapter, where the serpent and Eve made the deal. Okay, and of course that serpent was a man, but when they made that deal, and now that deal is coming into fruition in the times that we're living in now, you have every ability, I should say, which a lot of the majority of the women on earth are taking full advantage of that ability to run the world, to run men. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna hit this one, and I'm gonna hit a few of them, and then I'll make the other point that I want to make in here. All right. Well, I'll make it now because it's a special thing for somebody to understand and realize and humble themselves down before the trouble hits. Okay, so let me get this in Genesis. So I'm gonna try to stick straight to the point, hit the main scripts, and then close out. This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 3. It says, "But the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High have said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God do know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." But that part was true, but you have to die in that process. Okay, so that's what a lie was. And women, look, verse 6. "And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food for thought is a better way to think of it, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise." Now you got understanding and wisdom of certain things in the earth, even wickedness. It says, "She took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat." Okay, and we know that it was the woman that was in the transgression. Okay, according to the other scriptures. Okay, Timothy's as well as Sirach, the 25th chapter. All right, but the point here, you took that, and now in this time you living it up, man. This is your rulership. Okay, this is you. Okay, let me find the one I want right there. Jeremiah 31:22. "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." You're going to get higher in position and rank in the earth than a man. But that's a curse of the Israelites. Okay, and another one is part of them curses, when it tells you, I didn't even pick this one, but I'll grab it right quick. Deuteronomy 28, 50, let's go to 54, 55, 56. "And the tender and delicate woman, among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear. For she shall eat them for want of all things, secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in thy gates." Now when you go up, it tells you in the 54th verse, "So that the man that is tender among you, and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward his wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. And so that there's part of the power now. Eve made that part of the power that women can have by making the men leave, by giving them, by when men leave, women should humble down. Okay? Because there's necessity, there's hunting, there's protection, security, right? Things that women need from men. But now what do we have? I don't need no man. Look at Monica over here with the neck roll. They push that I don't need no man vibration in the earth. Okay? And women really believe that. And that's why it's so beautiful the times we're coming into, because you're gonna need that. You're gonna need men. Okay? You're gonna need these men. So Isaiah the 3rd chapter says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. There's another identifier, if you will, of you children of Israel, that your women rule over you. You go to the so-called white people, the women don't rule theirs. You go to the Asians, the women don't rule theirs. You go to the Arabs, the women don't rule theirs. You even go to the Africans, and the women don't rule over there. Okay, it's you so-called Negroes, you blacks, you Hispanics, you Native Americans. It's your women that run the households. Okay, it's your wives and your grandmothers that run households. Okay, it's rarely the men. Sometimes they have certain roles and rules through traditions and whatever, but really, if you watch the other tribe, the Northern Kingdom, who has have some heritage about themselves, they still want to emulate what the so-called blacks are doing, whether with the woman ruling and talking shit to the men. In other cultures, that don't go down. That's why your grandmothers and great grandmothers will check some of you and be like, you don't treat a man like that. You don't talk to a man like that. But then some of them are that other way. They try to put men in their place. Okay, showing what place is that? But that's not in the right place. The place that they want is beneath them. Look what it says. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Why is that? Because the natural order of things, of humans and of man, woman, and children in the earth, starts at the top with the Most High. When you read this, it's going to be verse 3 said, but I would have you know that the head of every man is the anointed, Hamashiach, Yahushai. And the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushai is the Most High Yahweh. So the Most High God, then Yahushai, then man, then woman, and under that is the children. Okay? Until they hit certain age, particularly the male children, until they hit certain age. But, I mean, you act like the reverence and all that's not going to be there once they get to mature age. Especially when they have the balance of male and female raising them in the house, when they have the balance of the man putting the physicality on them, okay, fear on them, okay, without all these laws and rules that say you can call CPS and all of this, things grow up the way they're supposed to be. How do you think life lasted for thousands of years? At the pace we're going, we won't make another 50 years or something. Okay? Anyway, from there, let's go to, so showed you the order. Let's go back into this. Because which is the second point that I want to make. Okay, yeah, so we're right around here. Let's go back into here. All right, and this is the point that our women have gotten to. That the shit's out of control. And I don't even really want to read this. Okay, but I'm going to read it anyway. Verse 16 in Isaiah the 3rd chapter, which says, moreover, the Lord Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks. Matter of fact, let's read this in another translation. Bear with me. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16 in the NLT. The Lord says, beautiful Zion is haughty, craning her elegant neck, sticking it all out and shit, flirting with her eyes, walking with dainty steps, tinkling her ankle bracelets, so that the Lord will send scabs. So the Lord will send scabs on her head. The Lord will make beautiful Zion bald. And if you look at every woman of all the nationalities in the earth, which is the one that majority of them look like they have the least amount of hair. It's your so-called black women, which are the most proud, the most haughty, the most that are so eager for that power position, the ones with the most masculine energy. Okay? This was not on accident, and you fell for it way back in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Okay? And you're seeing it all the way through. Okay? And here's the second point. It's easy for that to be the case, okay, when things are good. Like right now, it's cool. You can run shit, you can be who you're supposed to be, but at the end of the day, when all hell breaks loose, when Jacob's trouble breaks loose, when them angels get loose, them death angels get loose, okay, it's going to be real easy for you to play the humble role. But now is when it's important to humble down. Matter of fact, before the evil days come nigh. That was the one I forgot. Bear with me. I was thinking of that one. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. It says, I'm reading NLT again, it said, don't let the excitement of your youth cause you to forget your Creator. Honor Him in your youth before you grow old and say life is not pleasant anymore. Okay? Now, as early as possible, you got to get back onto that old path. Okay? For you sisters that's doing it, hey man, like I said, this is an honor unto you. Okay? To foresee it and to be like this. I know all of this is enticing and tempting to be this way. And I could have so much power using my body and flirting and all of this, and I could be winning and all of that. But you're going to lose at the end. Laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. Okay? But if you humble now, the right people will see you. The right type of spirit, if you have that on you. Okay? The right type of skills. The right type of intentions that aren't all self-centered and selfish. Hey, there's a man that will be willing to deal with you. Okay? And protect you and have all the things that are necessary in these last days. Isaiah 4, which I'm not going to read, but Isaiah 4 will come around. Okay? It will come around. All right? So let me go back. I got to read this Isaiah 3 again and 12 in NLT. Childish leaders oppress my people. And this white man is childish, man. It's meant a more insignificant race, a younger race of people oppress the children of Israel. So, and women rule over them. And the women rule over our people. Oh, my people, your leaders mislead you. They send you down the wrong road. Okay? And who are our two leaders? Joe Biden, the so-called white man, and the so-called black man, Kamala Harris. And that's just symbolism of it, but that's really what it's boiling down to. Okay? Black women run Jake, and the white man runs the black woman and Jake. And he pretty much runs the world, and that's who so-called black people look towards. It's you Hispanics and natives also. But the head tribe that everybody follows after, that's who your God is. You look to them for approval of everything. Okay? Getting back down to it. Verse 18, it says, on the day of judgment, the Lord will strip away everything that makes her beautiful. Ornaments, headbands, crescent bracelets, earrings, bracelets, and veils, scarves, ankle bracelets, sashes, perfumes, and charms, rings, jewels, party clothes, gowns, capes, and purses, mirrors, fine linen garments, head ornaments, and shawls. Instead of smelling of sweet perfume, she will stink. She will wear a rope for a sash, and her elegant hair will fall out. Okay, she will wear rough burlap instead of rich robes. Shame will replace her beauty. Verse 26, matter of fact, 25. And these are some of these effeminate men that are walking around that you've raised. The men of the city will be killed with the sword, and her warriors will die in battle. Okay? The gates of Zion will weep and mourn. The city will be like a ravaged woman huddled on the ground. Okay? You know a people by the condition of their women. Showing you where we're really at. And how do you know? Look at our music. And that was something else I was going to add into this, and I'm not. But you go and you listen to the music that our women listen to now, the rap music, particularly the most popular music that's out there. Okay, and then you look at the female rappers and the messages they're putting out there. Yeah, man. Now you're watching all these years of starting back. And it was funny, I was watching something and Yo-Yo came up. She was talking that, but on a more conservative kind of level, but street masculine energy level. Then it just keeps going. Then Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, you just keep going through. Queen Latifah was talking it before them. Okay. Miss Melody was talking it. Okay. All the wrong cultures, man. It wasn't the proper culture for our people, but our people followed it, and look where it's led us. And we ain't even got into the R&B. What a man, In Vogue singing, Never Gonna Get It. Okay. I'm talking about Salt and Pepper, What a Man or whatever. That sounds cool. Need a rough. All of these songs, man, that was put out there, trying to push us into certain images, and now look at these images coming home to roost on us that they've been settled into to our culture and into our children, and so deep into our children that it's a lifestyle with our children that our children didn't know that there was another way that they could even choose, because the degenerate parents have chosen it for them. All right. And because of that, curse said what it said in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, and I can even read, which I'm not, Job the 39th chapter, about how she warmeth her eggs in the dust and leaveth them for a foot to crush them. Okay? Our women just leave the children out there and don't correct the past because they don't have a deep connection of caring for them and seeing long term what's good for the children. Okay? And that's a part of her own body. That's a part of herself. But a lot of women drop their kids off. Tupac did a song years ago. Brenda's got a baby. Dumped the baby in the trash can. Now there was a bigger story to that, but when you really think about how it is, man, these women be talking about, I don't want to be a wife. I don't want to be a mother. I'm tired of these damn kids. I can't go out. I can't do this. I can't afford to buy this for myself. Yeah. That's how life is supposed to be. That's how it's always been. They only want rich men so they can do whatever the hell they want. They ain't got to worry about it. Hey, that ain't the life that we're in now. Okay? But these women, still without the necessities of properly caring for their children, will still push that lifestyle to try to pursue it. And something's got to come up on the short end of the stick. All right? Let me go back to the precept. Okay, Ezekiel 9 verse 6. I'll start at 5. Said, and go in the others, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, meaning kill. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly, not slay, bitch, not that. No, that's not what we're talking about. Slay, like literally kill. Utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. Okay? But and I don't even need to read the rest, but who not to come near. Because those that are trying to make sure that mark is in them, hey man, keep up the good work. Keep fighting. Don't let up now. Okay? It's not that much longer. All right? The Spirit is going to have the right people to find you into the right circles. Your husband's going to get on point if he's of the elect. All right? But for the rest of you, hey, man, it's going to be crazy. They say the world is populated with more women than men, right? And you go on there and you see all these red pill podcasts with women on there and the debating between certain men and points of views, and women still fighting against nature. This is what men want. Men want women that got money. Men don't want women that got money because women don't pay for men that got money. For broke men. Women with money don't pay for broke men. Women with money want men with money, so they don't have to spend their money. Okay? But this money is about to collapse. And when this money collapses, the world is going to go crazy, and now we're going to see who really has physical power in the earth. Okay, and it's men. Let's not act like this is something else. I'm not talking about that one Xena, Wonder Woman that's walking around. I'm talking about the majority of people walking around. And even that Xena and Wonder Woman is going to meet her match. Okay, that one Black Widow that she just could tussle men. All these superhero movies got y'all gassed up, believing something that ain't real, comforting you, thinking, oh, okay, I take kickboxing, I'm gonna be all right in that day. No, men ain't gonna be all right in that day. Okay. And they've talked about the science behind it, the bone density, the strength, all of these other things about it. Okay? And you guys still go out there thinking things are sweet. And it ain't, man. But when all hell breaks loose, that's when it's all going to turn. That's why it means more now for you women that are humbling down now. When you could, just like the men that are humbling down now and coming into subjection versus waiting until all destruction breaks loose. And then you want to humble down. Then you want to get right. When the doors of mercy are closed. Okay? That's why that Noah's Ark story is so prevalent in these end times now. When you go to Matthew the 24th chapter, it references it, talking about the last days. It's going to be like that. Where it's going to be too late for a lot of you people that's willing to get right at the last minute. A lot of y'all going to try to come to the truth when all the perils hit. And it's going to be too late. You're not going to have enough faith exercised and built up. You're not going to know enough and have enough understanding that'll save you. The knowledge of wisdom won't preserve you in that day. Because you came too late, man. You've seen it. You had a chance. And the Lord denied you, man. Okay, and that goes for you women as well. All right. From there, I got a few of them, man. Let's go to this one, 1 Peter 5, right? I love this one because it's talking to the body of the church, but you can also take that same format and use it toward the format of the household. Okay, it says, feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint. And this is how you should be humbling down to the family, not by constraint. Okay, but willingly. It shouldn't be like, oh, he's making me do this. I don't want to do it. Ugh. It shouldn't be like that. It should be like, I know he has my best intentions. I'm glad he's willing to protect me and to guide me in these last days, man. Times are getting bad, and it's only going to get much worse according to prophecies. Okay, that's what you have to keep in mind. All right. But willingly, not for filthy lucre, not because it's a monetary benefit, but of a ready mind, but of this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just supposed to be doing what's right. All right? And I didn't even get some of these, and I got a couple more that just came to mind. All right, I'll start at 1 Corinthians 7:3. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, due affection, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife have not power of her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband have not power of his own body, but the wife. Okay, this is a partnership we're dealing with here. Everybody has a role. Your role is not to lead, women. It's not. It's not how it was set up by the Most High. Talk to him about it. If you can do it like that, if you got it like that, go talk to him about it and see the response you get. If you search the scriptures, you know what you should know. You see these women teaching and women pastors, the Joyce Meyerses and this guy's name, T.D. Jakes' daughter passing the torch. And yeah, man, okay, keep out there like that and watch what's gonna go on, and watch how it ends for them. Okay. All right. So there's a balance to how we're supposed to be doing this. Okay. Not evil towards it and doing all of that. When you go deeper into the chapter, man, it breaks it down beautifully. You know, it's a great marriage chapter. All right, but let's get to this one. Ephesians 5:22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Okay? Showing you that this is a balance to it. And it's I made that correlation, and this is the scripture that backs up that correlation. Okay? Well, I read 1 Peter 5. All right, let's see. Husband, love your, verse 25, husbands, love your wives, even as Yahushua also loved the church and gave himself for it. Let's see. Yeah, 28, so men ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. Okay? For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourished and cherished it, even as the Lord the church. All right, showing you that this is the example of how we're supposed to run and lead this thing. We're doing it for the benefit of the thing. Men, husbands for the benefit of your women. Okay, women for the benefit of the whole church as well. Okay, of the whole family as well. It's the same thing. Okay. And it's tempting. It's tough because right now you could roll your neck and say what you want, and you got an army of trans men or whatever behind you, and you got, man, okay, the world is behind you right now, and you don't have to have accountability or responsibility. But the day that's coming, though, that day's coming where you're gonna have to stand up for what you thought you believed in. And all that crying and I'm so scared and somebody help me. How come nobody? Hey, man, that day's coming. That day's coming. Okay? So let's go to second address. I have two more and I'll close out. Something through the Spirit come to me. Second address 16, verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. Young women having no married age husbands. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Okay, they're not going to have anything. In the wars shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. This is what's coming. So what chance do you stand? We know women, for brothers that understand, or men that understand, we know women go to where the power's at. Well, it's going to look like the beast is the one that's going to have the power if you just take his mark. Okay? But we know what comes at the end of that, according to Revelation, the 14th chapter. All right? And I'll close with this one. Isaiah 13, showing you how rough it's going to be. It said their children, let me see if I start at 1. Everyone that is, this is Isaiah 13, verse 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Talking about the Edomites. Because they're the ones that are going to continue to try to hold up their system. And the more you fight and staying out of order, the more you're holding up their system. Trying to keep it held on. You're going to accept their mark. You're going to compromise. We know. We saw the blueprint of what's going to happen with the JAB. A lot of you took it. A lot of you didn't take it because you were submissive unto your husband, looking to him for guidance and wisdom. But some of you that I don't need no man, neck rolling and finger pointing and whatever Monica's doing in here. Okay, I'm using her as an example. But and then we just saw Boris Kodjo and Nicole R.E. Parker right now. Said I miss being single because he was better than me then. You got the prize. Steph Curry's wife says something similar. Because we saw Keke Palmer out. Man, we see all of this, man. We see what y'all out there doing because y'all see the power that this internet and this social media is giving women, and they can make it all over the world and make money and get fame and praise. But your husband just knows that you're just a regular woman. You're just because you're famous or whatever don't make you special. Okay, in the eyes of those that actually know you, your family and the ones that really love you and care about you, the ones that will fight for you. Because these internet people, they will counsel you faster than anybody. That's for you famous women out there. But for you regular women, hey, be happy to get somebody, man. Be happy to have a piece of a man, because that piece of a man might be what you really need when the day comes down to it, man. All right, says everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Man, it's going to be killing upon killing everywhere. Gun shooting, hand-to-hand combat, knife fights, all kinds of things, animals, all kinds of things going on in this day. Okay, 16, their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. That seems like a dark fantasy for some of you, but at the end of the day, man, it's not going to be any fun. You better go back and watch all the apocalyptic style movies, The Road and Book of Eli, and there's a lot of more of them out there as well. Even that one, How It Ends, hey, that woman was subject to whoever, at the end of the movie, the one that he went all across the country, whatever, trying to save, him and the dad went to go save. At the end of the day, two men were fighting over her and pretty much fought to the death over her. When at some point, somebody could just took her out. Okay, you think you're going to be going one-on-one with women? Nah, they're going to take from you women. You better go look at the homeless world and see how things really go. When things get really tough, how people truly act. Okay, and that's the type of day that's coming. All right, that's the type of day that we're looking forward to coming to us in this world in the very near future. So now, before the evil days come nigh, you might want to humble down. You might want to be on some respect level type thing. Because when we watch all these people be super, particular women, but be disrespectful to these men, these going to be the same men they're going to be begging to save them. The same men they wouldn't get time of day. The same men they wouldn't, go out on a date. They didn't want to dance with them at the club or wherever else, man. Okay, the same men, and now you got to see these men and have something to, and some type of high hope that things will work out better for you. All right? I'll close with this, Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. Yeah, wake up, man. You sleeping. Wake up out of that. Okay? It's a fairy tale dream, man. It's going to wake up and it's going to end up being a nightmare for you. Okay? If you're not of the elect, it's going to be a nightmare, which means you got to wake the hell up all the way. All right? For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Some of you women will make it. You'll be of the 1/3. Okay? The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Okay? A lot of our women are being the instrument of evil against righteous men. Against men just trying to do the right thing. Whether they know the truth or not, they're just using the power against men. Okay? It says, let us put on the armor of light. How do you put on the armor of light? Get into this word. Have a man that's guiding you if you don't have a husband, or have your husband guide you. Watch the videos, go down to the camp, choose up, or go down to the camp and just listen in. But you can watch from the house. Okay? There's all kinds of DMs to slide in or whatever if you're looking for a man to attach onto. Okay? But what do you think these men are out there in these streets every week studying in their free time? You think they're gonna want to hear you nagging and neck rolling and all of that? No. You think they're gonna? Do you think if they come home after a hard day's work and they gotta study and do all these things and catch up on the videos and do all this, and you just giving them problems? You really think they gonna? And they ain't got a home cooked meal, house is dirty, the kids ain't right. You think they really gonna defend you in that day? Okay? Put on the armor of light. Put on your womanly duties, your godly womanly duties. Okay? And give yourself a fighting chance out there, man. When you go on to Timothy's, it tells you they can be saved in childbearing if they continue. Okay? And holiness with sobriety. With the faith, holiness with sobriety, and let me get it because I can't. I'm mumbling it. Bear with me to grab it right quick. 2 Timothy 2. Nope. 1 Timothy 2 at the end. It says, I'm starting 13. For Adam was first formed, matter of fact, I got to read up. It says it again. Look. Verse 9, in like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. 2 Timothy 2:9, it says, with shamefacedness, not with all this eye contact, rolling their eyes, looking people all in the eyes, but shamefacedness, man, humility and sobriety and a sober mind, not with broidered hair, attention-grabbing gold, attention-grabbing pearls, or costly array. Okay? It's all about attention nowadays. But which becometh women professing godliness. If you claim or want to be a godly woman, it's with good works. When you go into that Proverbs 31, it's the good works that make her so virtuous. Okay? Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. Ain't all these questions. And no, I don't know if I believe that. My ex told me, my old boyfriend, my daddy used to say, hey, I'm breaking this down for you. I'm your man now, and I'm breaking this down for you. That's why it has to be that dynamic. But women will have a man and not respect him as a man. They'll have the reverence for a man that they ain't seen in 10 years. That they ain't, that they was with years ago, and all of a sudden they reverence this guy over the man that they with now. And you wonder why this promiscuity, sleeping around thing for women is not where it's supposed to be at. This man's spirit is on you from partners ago, sexual partners ago, and they over there fighting. And now I got to deal with the arm wrestle and fight of dealing with that within that type of spirit within you. Okay? So control that, control them emotions, and try to give this man of the Lord as much peace in his life as he can. Be his peace, as you women like to hear. Be his peace. But what is he being to me? It don't matter what he's being to you. He's being a man. Okay? He's going to be a guide and a leader if he is of the elect. Okay? And it ain't up to you whether he's up to the elect or not. It's whether how you work and how he work and how the Most High chose or not. Okay? It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, even though they run us now, in general, but to be in silence. And silence, man, is golden with men. Okay? When a woman is silent, that gives you opportunity to go and to pursue other things. Wisdom being the woman that we really want to pursue. Okay? And if a man does want to step off and be entertained by a woman or have some company with another woman, why is that such a big deal? Especially when that man comes home. If he's going out and doing that, hey, he ain't ready to be doing this truth. If he's trying to run around and just gain as many bodies and bag as many women as he possibly can, hey, this truth ain't for him. His attention's divided somewhere else. This is I got to become single before he comes into this. But if you see him in there studying, watching, reading, and you want to interrupt and do all of this and just mess his time up, now it's late and he still got it, man, come on now. You not being a helpmeet unto him? Hey, man, what you think the Lord going to do in that day when it's time that he would need to defend you? Okay? For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived within the transgression. Okay? Yeah. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Okay, these are the keys that you have to be in order. Okay? So this is the purpose of it. But you look at how society has you enticed to be something else, and it's everything that you're not really supposed to be, and nothing that's actually making you happy outside of a couple likes and some clicks. Okay? And when you turn, when your looks and all that begin to fade, and the new younger version of yourself shows up, and then the newer version of yourself shows up with assets that the physical voluptuousness that you don't have, hey, guess what? You're going to feel like a piece of shit. But if you was connected and you was building up the righteous things and you was building something with a man, what's that? I'm not talking about building wealth. I'm talking about building a connection, building a family, and building a responsible household, a God-fearing household. Okay? When you got that built in place, man, what the Lord put together, no man can take asunder or break asunder. Okay? I forgot how it says it, but yeah. All right, so I just want to kind of put that out there. You know, and it was sparked by something I saw with these rapper females now, and the message that they're putting out. I may do one of those videos, Lord willing, I'll get to it in a day or so. I'll do a little more research and examples to show. And with that, I'll close out. Lord willing, is edifying, giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Aruch that belong to our apostles and the elder bishops, the great millstone, who teach God and rule well. Greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, hopeful elect out there. Shalom.